I show it being 6:04 PM. I will call this special meeting of the Elliott County Fiscal Court to order. It is Tuesday, March 7th of 2023. I show present Darren Newell, Charles Witt, Emily Adkins, Michael Dickerson, and Dewey Smith. We'll get right into it. Number one, approve the e-poll books vendor. We have two proposals. Madam Clerk, would you like to speak on either or both of them?
Only to say, Myron, that we would prefer ES&S, and they're the lowest bid coming. And I did ask how long we could expect these to last, and he told me through 2034.
And we're going to get reimbursed 100%, correct?
Well, we will get reimbursed up to $1,700 per poll book. Now, the Secretary of State's office also told me that just because our initial request was for 10, we could request 12. That doesn't mean that we wouldn't get reimbursed for 12. So I'll just leave it up to you.
Let me ask you something as far as, and this may be built into this, maybe I just didn't look at it. And as far as repair, if they need repaired, if they need fixing, because that is a stretch for me to think in government life. That's something that's going to be used by the public for the last 10 years.
Well, it's only 2 times a year. 1 day, 2 times a year. 2 days out of the year.
Yeah.
So, you're gonna use it on election day only, ever.
So they're ready to go with parts, labor, windshield wipers, whatever they need.
It's just an iPad.
Okay.
And we will be downloading content and upgrades as we go along. So,
Software upgrades included in these?
It says 1 year hardware and software warranty.
That one's a 64 and the other's a 32, but does that matter?
But the actual programs you'll be using, you'll be downloading them from the state yourselves.
64, those cheap ones are 32.
what that does, it comes through state board of elections. The content they send us puts our voters on there. Yeah, so.
That's a 32-bit thumb drive.
That's what I want, the other 64 tablet.
Did they give you any idea how much it would cost for ongoing data upload?
I didn't ask Myron because previously what we had is 10X, and that was, the state paid for that.
Yep.
So I had no idea on any continuing costs.
Because it'll be every election cycle, they'll have to do some kind of data upload.
And that comes through state board.
Yeah, that's dictated in the big city down there.
It's neither here nor there, it's just something we have to have, and the state's been paying for it up to now.
So you're happy with this ES&S?
I'm happy with them because right now they maintain our electric equipment, before and the new ones now. And whenever we need help, they're here. Whatever we need, they're here. They never let us down on that.
Make a motion with the ESS, yeah.
Awesome.
Got a motion by Dewey, a second by Emily. Is there any further discussion? Let's say it all in favor, signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Number two, approve the updated lease agreement and resolution with CAECO for Mack truck. In financing it the way that we went with the warranty worldwide, I think, this is just me speaking, I think Mack and some of these other truck vendors, I think they're getting wise that these turn-in amounts that the counties are making are in the $40,000 and $50,000 range. When they go back and sell these trucks, the county is actually profiting. Well, they're getting wise to this. And so they're trying to figure out a way, do they up the price of the truck out the door even on a state contract, which is where we are with this, or do they make you have an extended something? I think they're going to do both. I think we got ahead of them this time because we ordered this truck at the end of summer last year. I think the next one, I think it's going to be higher. I think the cost of these trucks are going to go up. Parts are harder to get. Service is harder to get provisions for. In this case, with this truck, we had to go from a 3-year to a 5-year, which upped it $1,500, which isn't much. But that's the way Worldwide, who is They're speaking, they purchased the truck from Mack and then they sell it to us. Keiko is their finance person that we're going through, or finance body. So it basically, we're going from a 3-year to 5-year on this truck, even though we can get rid of it in 3. It's a lot like that enterprise agreement. They're wanting us to lease those trucks for 5, but they said we will probably see those trucks go in 36 months. So this is all, whenever I spoke to Judge Wireman over in McGoffin County, he said now that's becoming par for the course as well. But you had Bath County who stated that they made $30,000 on one truck. Another county, I can't remember where it was, made $40,000 on a truck whenever they sold it back, because you can't get these trucks. And as I told you all a month or so ago, I went to Frankfurt to look at surplus on their heavy equipment acreage down there. There was 0 trucks. I've never been down there and seen less than 25. 0. And when I spoke to Sean Mackey, who is one of the guys down there, Sean said that they had 111 pieces of equipment out to the county state offices, which means Donnie Rose's group down here, the state guys that work out of the state barn down here by Dave Bricky's. They have 111 pieces loaned out, and 0 trucks are allowed to go out from a sale perspective, which means he said this may be the first year that I've been here that we may not have a sale, period. That's scary. That means parts are not happening. So all this comes together to tell me that these manufacturers, the retailers or wholesalers in the counties, at the end of this, they're getting smart about how they sell to make more money. They're just forcing us to play along. In this case, it was $1,500 more. So I didn't want to sign the old one with the new information. I wanted a new one, and Keiko helped us get a new one, so here it is before you.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Emily with a second by, was it Dewey or Michael? Michael. Is there any further discussion? With that said, all in favor signify by saying aye, please. Thank you.
When do we get to test drive?
I'll have insurance on it tomorrow, right? We should take possession of it tomorrow morning, and that we can sign the loan.
I believe that's about as good a look one as I've seen.
Lease agreement.
Emily, I'm gonna delegate you to take the first trip.
It should be on the road. If everything works out and I can get it transferred to county tomorrow, it'll be on the road.
The truck's a little hard to drive. I can't drive one big trucks. Can't shift the thing.
Number 3, approve myself to have a surplus auction for county government. Here's my thought here. I've got a plethora of inventory down there that's just worn slap out. I've got a few pickup trucks. I've got some snow blades. I've got some old equipment.
Don't be saying that on camera.
Well, I'm hoping to say it on camera.
That's worse slap out.
Well, it's worse putting in a field, lining up, putting Jim Skaggs in the bed of a pickup truck with a microphone and a speaker, somebody in that truck driving that truck, and Rodney on a backhoe on a Saturday morning, and us easing it down the field and selling one piece at a time, and just getting it over with. My thought is April 1st. The reason for April 1st is it gives us just enough time for the girls to run it in the paper of the items that we will be selling. We'll get pictures of it and get those on the Fiscal Court's Facebook page for folks to see. I want to do it at 8 a.m. on April 1st, rain or shine. The reason being, at 10 a.m., Isonville School goes up for auction through Chuck Marshall Auctioneering. I didn't know that until today. I drove over to a constituent's house over in Isonville. I wanted to speak to him, and I needed his advice on something. And I drove by the school, and sure enough, it says 10 a.m. April 1st. So I would like to do it at 8. I think we can be out of there, or at least have the body of interested parties out of there by 9:30. And if they wanted to go to Isonville and watch the school sale at that point, or they had interest in buying it, it would give them time, and we can finish up the paperwork right there. So that's what I'm asking you all to do. And the money, obviously, that's road equipment, all that equipment, and the money will go back into the road fund.
Make a motion.
Second.
We've got a motion by Dewey, the second by Charles. Is there any further discussion? That said, all in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. Number 4, Brian has reached his incentive training line, and I need approval.
Make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Michael with a second by Emily. Any discussion? That said, all in favor signify by saying aye. Ayes have it.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you all. Thank you.